Hi, it's me again with Corel tips and tricks. Just playing around, and honestly, you'll never draw something like this, but this might give you an idea or two. I was playing around with the common shapes. Yours might say basic shapes, and if it says basic shapes, your banners are probably in another section. I'm going to hold down the control. I don't even have to hold down the control button. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this shape to make something. I'm going to control D and then move that over, and look at that. Now I'm going to control D and get the two-sided arrow, and look at that. Now, I don't know that they're close enough to weld them together, but they kind of are. So we have that shape right there. And it's welded together. So I'm going to hit P. It kind of proves it's together. As long as I don't mess with the sides, I'm going to get the twirl tool. That's way too big. Let's make it like 5 inches. And let's click on our item and then go right to the middle and twirl it. Not too much. That's maybe too much. So click on the item so you can see the nodes. Let's change this to, and this is why I do the videos, kind of show you some tools. This will slow down the curvature so you can not go too far and kind of watch it happen. And let's say that's good. I don't really like the thinness of the lines, but it's fine. Now we're going to use that shape to make something. So I'm going to draw an ellipse, and I'm going to hit P and put it at the center of the page. And I'm going to control D and make a duplicate. While holding down the shift key, I'm going to bring that in. Then I'm going to get a 2-point line, start, hold down the control button. Now I'm going to rotate it 10 degrees. I'm going to control D and duplicate it, and I'm going to mirror it. And by doing that, now I can get the Smart Fill tool. The Smart Fill tool basically creates a new shape. Let's move that out of the way. I nudged it twice. Nudging, do not move it, nudge it. So I'm making an outline there. I've got my shape here. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. And let's go to the envelope tool, which is under effects and envelope, and go right here and put it in that shape. And I'm going to look at it now and see how it kind of looks. And it's okay. Nothing special. Select that, shift select that, and go EC. No, I did it backwards, sorry. Select that, shift select that. Your last thing you select is where it's going to go. Now, because I've nudged, I can nudge this right back over. Now, because I'm working in the center of the page, I don't need these lines. I don't need these circles. I'm going to control D and make a duplicate. I'm going to alternate C, which is a hotkey that you can have if you want it. But I'm going to rotate it 20 degrees and then control D all the way around one more time. Now, if it worked out, it should weld together. Hopefully get rid of those lines. And it did. And that's pretty cool. Now we're going to take the Smart Fill tool. Let's use a yellow to Smart Fill it. Let's take away the outline. Well, you know, when you do that, you really can't take away the outline because you filled it, because the other one is still there. So now let's hit P, put that in the center of the page, and let's get our interactive fill tool, and let's swipe across it. I hit the Smart Fill. Let's go across here, and let's put a little red. Well, I like red better. And you could do a lot with this. You could put another yellow here. You could put another red here. You could put another yellow here. And you could basically just keep going until the cows come home. Now that's going to turn more yellow because we have two. Now let's go ahead and finish it off with another yellow and then another red. And it won't really stand out as much until you take a black box. And look at that. That's pretty cool. I mean, look at the detail. like I said at the very first, I didn't like that thin line, but that worked out. Now, if we, let's try something else because that video didn't take very long. Let's try this. I've never have done this. Control D and make a duplicate. Bring that in. Control D, Control D, Control D. But let's move these lines out of the way for just a second. We got 21 inches, so let's change our nudge factor to 25. Let's take the outer one and the inner one, and let's turn these lines into something other than a hairline. Too thick. Let's go 0.3. Now I'm going to go to object and convert the outline to an object. I'm actually going to left click, right click. Now, if we bring our circles back in, and actually, you know what? Let's move these lines out of the way for a second. Let me get this out of the way. Let's get our thick lines out of the way and bring that back. And I'm just going to hit P. And let's do the same thing with the 2-point line. Hit P, rotate it 10 degrees, Control D and make a duplicate and mirror it the other way. And now we have that shape. So let's take, we don't have to do anything with the envelope tool yet. We can take these lines and I'm going to take the virtual segment delete key and delete those lines. Now, as long as okay, and delete the bottom one. It doesn't matter if I delete the whole thing now. Let's go ahead and do that so you can kind of see what's going on. So we have that shape. Now, as long as we don't mess with the outer lines, like right here, we can get the twirl tool. We'll get this line, and we'll get the twirl tool, and it needs to be like 0.25. That's too small. Let's make it 1 inch. And let's take our line, click on it, and let's do that. Now let's take it the other direction. Let's do this one on this side. Click on it till you see the nodes. And because I slowed it down, you can actually do this much better. But see how I'm not affecting the line. Now we'll turn back to this one and click this line. And now we can take this box away, or basically their lines. Let's go ahead and group these together, Control G, Control D, and alternate C, and rotate it 20 degrees. Look at that. I'm just hitting Control D. You don't want to go too far. Now, in this case, you really don't have to weld it because I feel confident. Well, I feel pretty confident. I'm going to put a rectangle around it. And we could take our Smart Fill tool. Let's zoom in here. And let's make it, let's make them all, let's make this one yellow. Whoa, see, I have a leak. So I should have welded it. And that's why I did the rectangle. So let's select all this and go up to weld and weld them. I actually think that worked because I saw it happen. Nope, still don't have a. Shouldn't leak. Got a leak big time. And see why I put a rectangle? So I'm going to back up here till I didn't have them welded. And we're going to select it all. And we're going to grab the shape tool and select, well, we should be able to select them all and then grab the shape. You know what? Now I wish I hadn't have done this second one because it really looks pretty cool. I'm a little confused about where the joint is. You know what? I think I've got them grouped together. No, I don't. Well, you know, they are a group. So let's select everything. If that ever happens, go to Object, Group, and ungroup all. Now look at that. Now I can select them all with the Shape tool, go up to Windows, Dockers, and join curves. I've got mine set on 0.04, which is probably enough. Now we'll bring our rectangle back. Hopefully we won't have a leak. Let's make this one yellow. Good deal. The outside yellow or the inside yellow, and let's make the inside orange. And that's, you know, I'm not going to do anything with the within interactive field tool. I'm just going to do that. That's pretty cool. And you could make any design. You know, I could have added the shape of Texas. I could have added a heart into the middle of it before we rotated it. Anyway, I hope that just gave you an idea or two. And thank you for watching.